Hi everybody, No Mind here. In today's video, I will be going over how to get all of your Wildwood Ascendancy points for the 3 Wildwood Ascendancies in Path of Exile Affliction. If you've been struggling to get all 8 of your Wildwood Ascendancy points, this video is for you. Let's jump right into it. To get your first 2 points for the Warlock of the Mist Ascendancy, you have to find the Breaker of Oaths NPC in the Wildwood. He is typically found surrounded by wild wisps, which are purple in color. Talk to the Breaker of Oaths again, and he will give you your next 2 quests that you will need to complete in order to get your next 4 Wildwood Ascendancy points. Each quest gives 2 points. For the Killing the Cultist quest, you have to kill 500 cultists. These enemies are usually found on the purple wisp trails. It's pretty straightforward. If you don't feel like finding and slaying 500 cultists and want to speed things up, there is a bug this league where you can equip a level 1 Desecrate gem and cast it in the Wildwood after killing some cultists. This will increase the kill counter for the quest as seen here, allowing you to finish it quicker. Technically, if you want to justify it in your mind, you can think of it like you're summoning cultists using your Desecrate gem, and they are already dead. So it counts. Yep, seems good to me. Return to the Breaker of Oaths after slaying 500 cultists to receive your next 2 Ascendancy points. To get your next 2 Ascendancy points, you have to find and interrupt the King of the Mist ritual. This is not the final King of the Mist boss fight, this is just a mini boss fight that is encountered like an event by following the purple wisp. All of the quests, including this quest, can be done before maps. So if you want to knock these out quickly, you can complete them in the campaign zones. According to the wiki, this quest is unlocked at level 50 plus, so I just made sure my campaign zone was above level 50. I'll play the entire footage for this fight so you sort of know what to expect. I'll speed it up a little. Return to the Breaker of Oaths to get your next 2 Ascendancy points. Now, all that's left are your final 2 Ascendancy points. The final quest to get your last 2 Ascendancy points requires you to complete the War for the Wildwood quest. This is only available after your character is level 80 and above, and you can only encounter the King of the Mist stronghold in tier 14 or above maps. The cool thing about this quest is that this quest is shared among all of the other Wildwood Ascendancies, which means that you don't have to do this quest again for the other 2 Wildwood Ascendancies in the future once you do it. You enter the King of the Mist stronghold by finding these 3 dark offerings in the Wildwood. They will usually not be surrounded by wisps, so you have to look in areas where there is a lack of wisps, which can make this a difficult encounter to find. Once you click on all 3 of the dark offerings, a portal will appear that will take you to the boss fight. I have a video on my channel going over the boss fight in more detail. I will link to it somewhere on the screen here. I'll also play this fight in case you wanted to see the fight. I'll speed up the footage. Return to the Breaker of Oaths to turn in the quest for your final 2 Ascendancy points. Like I mentioned earlier, since you completed this quest, you won't have to do it again for the other 2 Wildwood Ascendancies. The next Wildwood Ascendancy we will be talking about is the Wildwood Primalist. You get this Ascendancy from the Primal Huntress NPC as you see here. She can usually be found around Primal Wisps, which are blue. Since we completed the War for the Wildwood quest with the Warlock already, we begin with 4 Ascendancy points instead of 2. The Huntress gives us 2 quests. The first quest, A Merciful Hunt, can be completed in the same fashion as we did the Warlock version, where we had to slay 500 cultists. You can follow the Blue Wisp and kill 500 nameless creatures, or just use the Desecrated Skill Gem strategy that we discussed previously to hit the 500 goal. Once you have 500, regardless of how you hit it, just find the Huntress again to turn in the quest and get your 2 Ascendancy points. The next quest, Hunt for the Crow, requires you to find and defeat the Black Morgan. You just follow the Blue Wisp, and you'll find him in a cage like this. This is a very rare encounter. It took me about 30 attempts to find this. I recommend doing this in the campaign where you can easily load zones. After defeating the Black Morgan, return to the Primal Huntress to claim your last 2 Ascendancy points for the Wildwood Primalists. The last NPC, Warden of the Eves, can be found around Vivid Wisp, which are Yellow Wisp. She gives you the Warden of the Magi Wildwood Ascendancy. We start off with 4 Ascendancy points again because the first 2 are free, and then the other 2 were obtained by defeating the King of the Mist. She gives you 2 quests, the first being the Vivid Rescue, where you have to rescue Vivid Wisps from the afflicted treants. As the name implies, these look like giant trees, and when you kill them, you get Yellow Wisp, and you gotta collect 5,000 Yellow Wisps from these treants. Not picking up wisps, but from these treants, and you will complete the quests. The second quest the Warden of Eves gives you is Spiteful Winter, where you have to defeat the Baal Trio. Just follow the Yellow Wisp to find this event. There are 3 unique enemies and you just have to defeat them. In my playthrough, I actually found this event when I was doing my Primal Huntress Wildwood Ascendancy, but it still counted for the Warden of Eves questline, even though I had not received the quest yet, which suggests you can complete this quest without receiving it. This is also probably true for the Black Morgan quest also. And there you have it, folks. A quick look at all the Wildwood Ascendancies and how to get all 8 of your Wildwood Ascendancy points for each of them. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm and it really helps small creators like me to really get my name out there. And thank you all for the recent subscribers and the recent viewers. It's really been great to see all the great massive support this channel has been getting. It's made me super happy and hopefully I can continue to provide educational content for you guys in the future. Let me know in the comments what type of content you would like to see in the future. I definitely have a lot more videos lined up for this league. We are nowhere near done yet. I might even start streaming soon. Make sure you follow my stream at twitch.tv/NoMind. I'll have a link to it in the description. Thank you again. No Mind out.